I'm Shona with IBM QRadar team, and in this video we will look on how to perform manual deploy of individual managed host. There are different instances that require manual deploy of managed host. First, when configuration from console to managed host fails. Second, when the configuration files on managed host becomes corrupted or unavailable. A partially missing, entirely missing, or corrupt configuration set on managed host is also one such instance. And in most cases, when running full deploy is not feasible for large deployment in order to resolve the problems with the configuration set. In such cases, forcing a local configuration set transform can be a viable option. To perform manual deploy of individual managed host, the deployment will have to meet the following prerequisites. First, the Tomcat service is running on console. This can be checked by using the command systemctl status tomcat. Here you can see that it is in active state. Second prerequisite is that the host context service should be running on the managed host. To check this, SSH to the managed host. You can check again if you have logged in to the correct managed host by checking the host name using myvar-vh command. Next, you can check the status of host context by systemctl status host context command. Here, the status is active and it is active from last 4 months and 26 days. Third prerequisite is to check that there are no current deploy, add or remove manage host actions in progress. To check for this, you can use command cat/storetemp/status/deploy star on console. This will provide the deploy status of all the hosts in the deployment. You can view here that none of the host has initiating or in progress status. The managed host that has issue has the deploy status as error. Let's get started with the manual deploy of managed host. First, you can check if you have logged into console using command myvar with flag-c. The flag C will tell you if the host you are logged into is console or not. Once confirmed that you are on console, go to the configuration sets directory. Next, use SAP command to copy the following configuration set files from the console to the managed host. Make sure that you copy it to the same directory from where you have taken it from the console. That is /store/config services/configuration sets. This command is also helpful in checking the bandwidth. 73.3 MB per second is a good speed between the console and the managed host. Thereafter, do SSH to managed host. This is a very crucial step, as the upcoming commands cannot be executed on console because it can corrupt the console. Therefore, you have to be very sure that you have logged into the managed host before performing the upcoming steps. You can now check if the host you are logged into is not console by using the same myvar command with C flag. This should now show the result as false. Now run the replication.pl script to replicate the Postgres database on the managed host. This command provides details on the replication download time. This should be less than 5000 milliseconds. If these replications are taking longer than 5000 milliseconds to complete, you are likely to be facing some bandwidth issues. After the completion of replication download, you can again check if you are still logged into the managed host by using the command myvar with C flag. It should show the output as false. Now for manual deploy on the same managed host, run the transformation.sh script with -l and -f flags to force a full deploy on the managed host using the command. You will have to select one to allow host context restart. As you can see that it is starting up, and now the deployment status changes to initiating deploy, and after few seconds it changes to in progress. It takes some time for the deploy to change its status to success. Now the local transformation is completed, the deployment is successful. Now you can check the status of deploy for the managed host in the status directory by specifying deployment dot the IP address of the managed host. It now shows success. With this, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for joining us. If you need more assistance, use the links in the description.